Hi, there's Live Prepper here. I was thinking about health, and I've talked about it before some, but is health in danger? I mean, think about it. If a SHTF event happens, we go without power for long periods of time, a WROL happens, what we're consuming, the increase on allergies, the increase on health issues, new conditions are popping up all the time. The products, the GMOs that we're putting into our systems, and even more is creating health issues. So, is our health killing us? I mean, it's just, think about it. I see people at these doctor's offices that I go. Don't get me wrong, I go. When I don't like going, but I do go. But I see them at the doctor's offices, and they're sitting there crying and moaning and groaning and talking about all these health issues they got. And then I'm like, wow, it don't make you feel good. Really don't when you hear about it. I see people who should be vibrant and full of life is not full of life. I mean, I'm not talking about the older people necessarily. I'm talking about a lot of younger people. I see a lot of younger people who have serious weight issues that they've developed from eating massive amount of junk foods, not being active, not doing things. So is our health killing us? It talks about the increase on the overweightness. It talks about the increase of health issues for people that's in their 30s and below. It's talking about people who are in their 20s or like a 45-year-old. The advantage of computers and progress is benefit us in many, many ways, but it's also been our downfall in many, many ways because you got people out there who are gamers. You got people who spends hours and hours on the computer doing whatever. You got people who are addicted to certain sites and they spend hours on it. You got people that just don't want to do anything. I mean, they just basically, it's easier for them to go to the store and get a bunch of chips and get some Cokes and get whatever. And it's easy to go down and get a snack pack from one of the restaurants and take it home. Problem is, back in the older days, people ate large amount of foods, but they also burnt the calories up. They worked in the fields, they walked everywhere, they did physical labor, so burning the calories, they burnt calories up. They could eat these large meals. But now, as society's made it more easier on us and more comfortable for us, we can go and buy the food and eat this food, but the problem is we're not burning the calories off. Also, the stuff that these things are being processed with is creating health issues in people. It's slowing our thyroids down. It's creating allergies. It's creating health issues. There's certain foods you can't eat because it's loaded with salt in it. Shoots your blood pressure up. There's certain foods that's got other products in it that you're allergic to. So is our health killing us? I mean, it's something to think about. In a society here that we have become so comfortable in being able to get all these foods and get what we want, is it killing us because we're gaining weight? There's at least 164 different types of allergies now, and it's on the increase. The processing they have to do for the meats and all this stuff to make it taste better, there's things they put in there to make them last longer. Used to back in the day, you just cured meat with salt and whatever seasoning you want to put on, and then you dried it. Now they want the meat to look good and taste better and last longer, whatever. So they add all this stuff into the animals to make them more productive. The chicken houses, the eggs is mass produced. They give these chickens stuff to help keep them going, keep them fertilized and stuff like that. We eat all this stuff. I mean, every time we're consuming some of it, if we got health issues, some of that stuff can trigger it even more. The large amount of salt is not good for you. Some salt is good, especially during the summer months when you're sweating. eating some pickles or whatever. It's good for you. But are we killing ourselves? Our health is killing us, is it not? I think it really is. As I see more and more people having constant health issues, as I see more and more people in today's society gaining more and more weight, the younger people are getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Don't get me wrong, there's still people out there that get active and they work out and they do things. But as we become comfortable with our air conditioners and our computers and our transportation and everything else, and our food being right there to get at our hands, we just reach out, we go buy it. It's creating a lot of health issues in us. Now, I've got health issues. A lot of mine is just simply due to I've injured myself over the years. I went caving. I went fossil hunting. I went hiking. I did a lot of physical stuff that I enjoyed doing, but I also worked very hard in my life. I lift things like a man. I work like a man. Now, physically now, I can't do the caving anymore because my knees are shot. My back's so messed up, I have to limit the amount of work. I can only stand so long without having to sit down and take a break or wear my back brace. But the fact is, just because I have these limits doesn't mean I'm going to stop living. I still go out and try to harvest herbs and stuff. I take a cane with me when I need to. I don't like using it, but I take it as a support. I take it to find when I'm out in nature, I take it to find any of the holes or stuff that's covered up by the grass, because falling is something that is a challenge. I have taught myself how to get up, but that's because I've taught myself to survive, to keep going even with my limits. But the thing is, as a society, our health is killing us. The overweight part, and I'm not petite. Some of my videos I went back and looked at showed how much weight I had gained from being laid up, not being able to do anything. My knees got so bad, I had the surgery. I gained massive amount of weight eating stuff that I just couldn't do anything. So that is what's happening to people. So I really do believe that our health is killing us from everything, because we have gotten so comfortable in today's world that the side effects and everything else, the treatments on the food and stuff, I believe really, really, truly is killing us. And it's something to think about. So this is Life Prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.